Is it okay to go, Andre?
You can go.
Okay, thank you. Well, hello and welcome from Sweet Home Chicago. My name is Mr. V and I am Akeeya's assistant. I am happy to share this space and time with you while the Goddess Akeeya 2.0 channels the Golden Seers. Now, the Golden Seers, they are a group of ascended masters. And it is my pleasure to share this time with you. Akeeya has traveled across the United States, sharing her gifts and abilities in private readings, group galleries, and circles, helping to heal many countless hearts. And that is our purpose. We are on a mission for the divine to help and assist in healing the hearts of humanity. During today's channeling of the Golden Seers, please remember that there are always messages within messages. And I am happy to say that we have a special guest here today, Diane, who is Akeeya's manager and a dear friend. Here's Diane.
Thank you. I just wanted to say I am co-owner of Mimosa Books and Gifts in Madison, Wisconsin. We've been hosting Akeeya for about 8 years now. She comes about 6 to 8 times a year, and she has a very large following in Madison. So her work is incredible, and people come over and over. She is the real deal. In the beginning of 2013, the Golden Seers requested of Akeeya that she channel a book of their knowledge, and we began. I have volunteered to help transcribe that. Mr. V's been working on it, and we've been working on that since the beginning of 2013, and it will be the Golden Seers, of whom Akeeya is one. She is a Golden Seer who will be channeling through for you today. It's remarkable material, and we really don't know each time what they will say, so we will all be surprised together. So without further ado, because you've all been waiting, I want to introduce the Goddess Akeeya, majestic mystic and Golden Seer, and a most beloved goddess in our lives. Thank you so much. Here is Akeeya. The star.
Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? I was supposed to say that for you because my friends on the other side said you got to say that when you walk in on this group. You are so blessed. I'm looking at you. I had a chance to go over, and you guys are surrounded by a whole bunch of divine beings that absolutely love you. I am the Goddess Akeeya 2.0. The O is not a 0. It's an O for O. Now, I'm here not to entertain you. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to share with you. And then you decide. It's kind of like going to a buffet. You decide what you feel is healthy for you. And if it's good, you know when something's good, you kind of share it with someone else, but the table is always filled. The table of universal love, the table of compassion, the table of hope, the table of joy, the table of friendship. Now, Andre Farella has this remarkable ability, but for him, I believe it's with every breath that he breathes. He's able to put on screen for everyone to see what you see, what I see, what he sees. And every time you watch this Kuan Yin box, you're going to pick up something different. You've been told this before. let me tell you a little bit about myself. Some people say, okay, Akeeya, what are your credentials? Well, I'm told I was born a natural jungle sorceress. What does that mean? My father was a sailor and my mother was a beautiful Filipina. And in my mother's language, she says, Mahal kita, which means, I love you. And that's how I was raised. I was raised to have great love for the divine. I was raised to have great love for my fellow man. And so, with great love in my heart for Andre, for giving me this opportunity, but also for all that we have shared, I'm grateful. So, this is the official Goddess Akeeya robe. Once this goes on, we begin. So Andre, if you're ready, they are. You are awake, you are dreaming, you are witnesses, you are blind. Your eyes open, they stare, they see birth, they see creation. We come here today in great reverence for all of you, for your participation, for your understanding, and for your dream. For we are all in the same dream. There are many dreams. We ask you to remember your dreams. The dream that was seeded in you, the time of your creation. You were and will always be determined to live the dream. Live the dream. For those of you who are being introduced to us for the first time, we welcome all of you. We do the very best we can with this brain to convey what it is we would like you to experience. Every single one of you are healers. But in truth, how many healers are there that have not been wounded? How many healers out there are still healing their wounds? We rejoice in your triumphs. For many of you present, know your source is secure. The source of the divine is always secure, and you are never forgotten. There are many things that are necessary to convey at this time. We are not bothered by these devices. There will be nothing missed that has been spoken. All words are recorded in the ethers and surround you even now. We choose to acknowledge the children who are being born at this time on this planet. We acknowledge these children as future children. The future children are very interesting to all, for they are pure joy, pure bliss, And they also are very intuitive. There is no interruption. There is no hindrance to their souls speaking and sharing great compassion and healing. They come forth to do the job that you have planted seeds for. They come to tend the garden, to make sure there are bumblebees for the future and clear waters to swim. They come because you have come this far, not alone, but with even those who sit beside you. Look at the faces which surround you now. Look at each other. When you forget to truly see one another, you become very unhealthy. This is why the seer has come, to open your eyes, to give yourself permission and no hesitation to see clearly. And yes, many of you are storytellers, very good storytellers in fact. We love the storytellers on this world. This is why you dream all night. It's not just to replenish your physical body, it is to replenish your dreams. Now for those of you who are in a nightmare or chasing things which are at this moment unattainable, why and how is that working for you? For you have nothing to fear. You see, the nightmares in the dreams are to remind you of what your greatest challenge is. And if you feel you are being chased, the answer is yes. If you feel like you are being threatened, the answer is yes. But how you respond to that makes a big difference, doesn't it? For you cancer survivors in the audience, you know of what I speak. Where there are those who will tell you you cannot survive this, and you have. Do not let man-made cancers stop your divine body from truly surviving and thriving. You are being fed huge spoonfuls of someone else's nightmare for you. We suggest you regurgitate that out now. The nightmare stops. We are the dreamers. We believe in joy. When you were born, you were held in the arms of true compassion. Regardless of how you were treated as a child, you were always innocent. You were always perfect. You were always joy. You were always the greatest gift, the greatest creation of all that is. But do not allow yourself to feel as if you have the right to destroy needlessly and disrespectfully. Not on this planet. When we seeded this planet, we made sure that you knew what compassion is or was. And then of course you always have your renegade dreams, don't you? We love those. We love the renegade dreams. We love them so very much. We love you that you are able to do it your way. Dance as you are meant to dance. Be who you are meant to be. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide yourself. Blossom like a fabulous orgasm that hits you at the center of your soul, center of your spirit. We are all here now. You have backup. Oh yes, you do. It is through your meditations that we speak to you. We encourage you to always have prayerful thoughts for one another, thoughts of peace, thoughts of joy, thoughts of understanding. We also speak very clearly about the importance of creating your own spirit boxes, your own boxes of creation. Some of you call this your home. Isn't that the true spirit box? Isn't that why we never forget one another? In time, you will understand these words. In time. Many of you are waking up now, in this dimension, in this time, fully equipped to share the information or knowledge you have received with others. You will know who is ready and who is not. You will know who is present and who is not. Keep your most joyful knowledge. Keep it close to your heart.
No, it's too much. It's too hard. No, I'm not getting it.
Okay, are we on Ustream right now?
We still are.
Well, you know, I wanted to say it started breaking up because they came in.
Huh?
I'm surprised they didn't have, I feel like
No, you know what?
Oh, that's fine.
There was a lot of this with Mafu.
Mafu happened like this too?
A lot of times the energy messes up the equipment.
They're making me laugh. They're saying you're so silly, Akeeya. They're supposed to see and hear, and it's just so much energy. What's going on?
I feel two beings here.
Oh yeah. They don't want me to stop. They want me to keep going. So
Okay, let's go.
I'm going to ask them
continue.
if you could excuse me for a minute. I have to go to the ladies' room because all this energy just went right through my body. So I'm going to take a really quick break,
Okay.
and then maybe you can explain to them about the energy because
Are we
that's
still
the
on
thing.
the feed?
I think
Yes.
so.
Okay.
But they were getting
Okay.
of energy.
She isn't. I feel something.
Come and sit down over here and talk to the Ustream people until I get back.
Okay. So, hi, it's me, Diane, again. And Akeeya is taking a short break. When we channel Golden Seers here at her home, this is frequently how it goes. There'll be a spell of channeling, and then we'll take a break, and then she goes back at it. So everything here is being recorded, and if you who are on this live feed watching us as Akeeya's folks, I also do a written transcript of all these sessions, and if you have a way to get your email address to her, I would be more than happy to send you a copy of that written transcript. You've waited and been patient to do that, and I hope we'll be also offering that to the people that attended Andre's session out in California. It is not unusual. We're all new at the videoing, and it's kind of experimental here for us to see how it's going, but I've been involved with other channeled entities and recording equipment, and it's not infrequent that the energy level of these beings kind of mucks with the recording equipment and the technology, and you've got to work those bugs out and learn about that stuff. So that may be what's happening here. So they're going to play a backup thing out in California, and we're going to continue with our channeling here. So if you want to stay with us, we are more than happy to have you join us. It's a very lovely, wonderful thing, and you know, it will. The Golden Seers will be responding to you. I've watched this for over a year now. I've participated in it for over a year. If I have questions, they know it. Even if I don't say anything, they know it. If I've written those questions down, they know how many there are. So if there's things in your minds and hearts that you're asking, they will know. Akeeya is on her way back, so I am going to relinquish the seat back to the Goddess Akeeya. Thanks for hanging in there with us as we roll with this experiment.
All right. Okay, so let's change this up a little bit because I'll tell you what, for some reason, I feel like for those of you who are watching, continue to watch, this is especially for you. Yeah, you. It's important for you, okay? So I'm going to bring out my little friend. Hold on. Now we're comfortable. Okay. So this is my crystal baby beamer, and she is very bright, and if I'm out in the sun, it's like this beam of light comes into her and she just shoots all over the place. She's just so amazing. She's so beautiful. So I'm going to hold her during this channeling, and I'm going to use a bowl to get me centered here. So are we on, Mr. V?
Yes, we have been, yes.
Are you ready to go?
We're ready.
Here we go. Oh my goodness, Tawanda. Ooh, they're my big ones. Big beans in the room. Big beans. Who you follow is up to you. Who you lead is up to you. Many of you struggle in following your own hearts because of the expectation of those that are around you. These are those who lead you with the knowledge they have. And many of you during this time recognize that some of their knowledge is foolish. And some of their knowledge is brilliant. And then you decide to lead your own lives. In leading your own lives, never forget how the divine God, Goddess, truly believes in you, in your existence, in who you are and who you are created to be. Your dreams are so valuable. Long ago, when we first made our consciousness known, we were blessed to hold every single one of you as the greatest beings. And each of you were blessed. You are all blessed. Even when you feel you do not have sufficient to survive, you are all blessed. Even when there are wars and pestilence and famine and destruction and greed and ignorance around you, you are blessed. For a good season, we spoke of gratitude and expressing gratitude for what you value. For what you value is unique. Those who are in the desert value water. Those that are blind value sight. You come to this planet, you will experience afflictions, physical or otherwise. How you choose to experience this energy is up to you. We watched as the seer was split wide open, like a melon. Her seed was depleted. So, time for incarnation. Time for change. You see, the seeds are good. The fruit is good. You know this. This is why you watch. This is why you listen. This is why you try. All of you try. And we have heard many of you say, I tried that. I tried that. I did that. Try again. Don't give up. How else are you going to climb a mountain? Do you think a billy goat gives up after it has tumbled on a few stones? You are lucky it was not a boulder. And some of you feel like, oh, but it is so much, I am run over. Get up. Get up. Dust yourself off and keep going. Your breath is everything. Your breath, to be able to breathe. The sounds you are surrounding yourself with are not always pleasant to your energy field. There are many interferences in the sounds which are very healing for you. For example, how many of you are able to listen to the sound of your own heart as you sleep? It is a beautiful sound. It beats in unison with creation. When the heart ceases to beat, there is intermission, but the orchestra is still present. You live in a time that can be happier than it has ever been before. Happier for you. Happier for your loved ones. Happier. There are those who find it necessary to give up their heartbeat by choice. We have great compassion for these beings. Many of you listening have loved ones who heard your heartbeat and you heard theirs. And many of you long to hear their heartbeats again. You do hear it, but in a different form.
Once upon a time, there was a boy who traveled to a faraway place.
They always know. You know, that's really interesting. It pulled me out of channeling, and it's so cool because I don't even know what I said, and then all of a sudden some noise came in the background right after I opened my eyes. That was really cool. That to me is always a confirmation of these beings who are coming in. Anyone who is listening, even if it's 20 or 50 years from now, there are healing sounds coming through, or healing vibrations coming through what they are saying. They are actually clearing your energy fields and all of your chakras. We are clearing you from unnecessary suffering. Some of you find the suffering is necessary, therefore you have all of your reality shows. But we are happy that it is not all about suffering. We truly enjoy the ducks. We love the ducks. We watch the ducks. They are funny people. You are funny people. We are funny people. So let us have fun together. Don't hurt each other. Stop hurting each other. Some of you who hurt other people the most are the ones who say, I did not hurt anyone. Yes, you did. Own up to it. Stop it. Those of you who shoot each other with guns, you are continuing slavery. You are enslaved. Guns do not free. Guns protect. They are not to be used to harm anyone, and yet they must be used for those who would harm the innocent, and yet the innocent harm one another and other innocents. So, we say unto you, the children who carry the guns, there are those around you who are authorities. How do you think they got to live as long as they did? Avoiding the guns? What part do they play in the slavery? Quit enslaving yourselves. There are many energies on this planet who are very happy to enslave you, and you do it willingly, thinking you will have a better life until your life collapses. But is their belief system life? Rearrange your lives now. Open the doors to your dreams. Protect the innocent. Someone asked us, what is our purpose in coming forward? Everyone has an audience. Some of you enjoy different authors and artists, and some of you do not. It is choice. However we can communicate to you, we will. We protect you in your dreams. This is what a golden seer does. It protects you from your own madness and nightmares. The nightmare of grief is not quelled overnight. You must learn to reverence your grief without killing yourselves. Why do you do that? Do you think your loved ones want you to kill yourself? It is not true. Of course you will grieve. Of course you will suffer. Of course you will grow, and you will soar, and you will rejoice, and you will celebrate. For those of you who cannot walk, you can in your mind. You can. You are not limited by your physical frame. Unless you harm one another. And then you limit yourselves even more. The earth is paradise. Your heart is in paradise. For those of you who say, no, my life is not paradise, then it's time for you to go on an adventure and a journey, because you have a choice to suffer or to enjoy, to detach or to remain attached. You have choices. And some of you must suffer in your lifetimes. Some of you must feel it to the core of your beings. Do you know why this is? So that you can heal others. And this is in honor of the innocent individuals, children especially, who have been hurt and abused and molested. The commandment is, thou shalt not abuse a child. And yet it happens. And the face of abuse never wants to be recognized, always blames others. But when we abuse ourselves, then ask yourself where that pattern comes from. And why do you continue to do it? Stop for a minute and breathe. Stop and recognize a good friend, a good neighbor. We are not asking you to jump into a den of hungry lions or venomous snakes, but kindness should be extended as often as possible. But however, if you need to protect yourself, do so. If the innocent were protected on this planet, there would be no need for you to protect yourself, for the lamb would lay with the lion, and the lion would lay with the lamb, and no blood would be shed, and all would coexist in peace. All would be able to enjoy paradise. You suffer from choices made that are made for you. You have a choice on how you handle that situation. We will bring forth this beautiful gem, this amazing piece that came from the earth specifically for this reason. Imagine how many millions of years it took for this crystal to develop. And as it was pulled from the ground, it was shaped into this magnificent form. We speak to you of the future. There are too many distortions of waves in the environment around you which can hinder communication to one another. Allow yourself to sit in the silence of each other's presence and understanding. There will be cities leveled. By natural events. As the earth grows, it too must pop some pimples. A woman president for the United States of America is necessary. However, one must also look past the illusion of the gender involved and the commitment to the healing of the peoples that live in this country. For America has an effect on many countries throughout the world, and there are many puppeteers and puppet strings being played. We ask you to ensure your own security, plant your own gardens, raise your own livestock, clear your waters. Make that a priority over manufacturing and production of destruction of your natural resources for the padding of pockets of those who really don't give a damn. Underground newspapers will be necessary to get the true news to all who are on this planet. Create networks of humanity communing without the wars. Make friends with those who are not in your country. Learn to understand their cultures, their beauty, their importance in this world. Foster these friendships. Unite with them with such power that no army can destroy them. Be a friend to others who truly are friends to you. Feed those who are truly hungry and grateful. Do not feed those who are picky, spoiled, disrupted. They know what they want to partake of. And if they are unable to partake of your kindness and your compassion and your charity, then allow them to feed where they need to feed. But you must recognize how there are those who will be in your life who aren't supposed to be in your life, but they are present because you allow them to be present. When they should allow themselves to go where they are most comfortable. You see, this is true compassion. True compassion is to accept the identity of what an individual is created to be, and to always have clear boundaries around such individuals. Your animal kingdom is very descriptive when it comes to personalities on this planet. Be large on this small planet. Be large. Be greater than you can even expect yourself to be, and trust. If you are following your heart and you're truly doing what you enjoy, then you are going in the right direction, as long as you do not harm yourself or others along the process, or even whoever you call God or your divine power. We never wanted to be called gods. We came as comforters to humanity, to assist them in seeing their greatness so that they could continue to evolve. And once they were able to recognize our value, there were those who turned and tried to strip us of our power for themselves. They were not successful because the power they seek destroys itself, if not in a place of true love, pure innocence, pure joy. Many children will be born on this planet whose limbs will be deformed, whose skin will peel daily, whose eyes may glow. These children are not deformities. These children are products of an environment. They desire to be here, to experience life, to experience being held. To experience the vibration of voices around them. How horrific for children who are deemed unsuitable for life. How horrible it feels for their souls to hear these words. For all the determination brought them to the space that others would destroy. Creation requires deformities, and yet in the deformities we see perfection. We see beauty you cannot. So much value on the breast, so little on the soul. And we tell you these things because you are ready. You have heard it all before. We take you now to another piece that was removed intentionally. Man cannot lead without woman, and woman cannot lead without man. For those who would even think about challenging that statement, we ask you to look at your own lives and the relationships around you. Of course, you've seen the weak, but you also know the strong. Be a strong man, a strong woman, which will require you to be weak at times. But find strength in your weaknesses. Find strength in it, for it helps you to recognize your strengths. You have been told never to turn away a stranger. We say to you, be careful. Not all strangers are benevolent, especially those who are making their presence known on this planet. Think of it as a courtship. They know exactly how to act and what to say to get your attention. But always look at what their true agenda is. You must be aware of the agendas around you. You must be aware. Birds are messengers. They are able to be eyepieces for the divine. For those of you who think that God has a big, huge microscope and can see every detail of your life, well, God has many eyes, and many of those details are not seen immediately because you don't even see them yourself. When you see the details of your life, then ask yourself, do you like those details? Or are you critical of them? There are children being born. They are called the future children. They are joy, they are bliss, and they are very intuitive. They can bring a smile to the saddest of faces. And they do commune with elementals, fairies and beings as such. They have great stories to tell, and they can tell you of their past lives immediately. They do not hesitate to tell you what they see all around. Their eyes can see things that many generations before cannot, or could not, or would not. They are not here to abuse. They are here to bring joy. Isn't that what follows hope? Joy. Use your hope wisely. Never hope for someone else's demise, unless of course they have hurt the innocent. And yet if you hurt them, are they not too innocent? But now there is a pestilence upon this planet that must be stopped. It cannot be allowed to happen anymore. This is not how you were raised. You were raised in perfect love, in perfect nurturing. This is why some of you in your own families may feel rejected at times. You must remember your original soul. Perhaps you are there to help them to see what compassion and nurturing is. There will be huge mammoth holes that will appear upon your planet. A result, much of the drilling. Hundreds and thousands of lives will die needlessly. There will be those who will survive, but they will never forget the ungodly sounds of the earth reclaiming its surface from those who have raped and pillaged it. So we encourage all of you to allow yourselves to visit your countries, mountains, open spaces, forests, rivers, falls. Only go into your cities when it is necessary. After the holes start to appear. Some of the holes are not necessarily from drilling and plumbing. Some of it is from testing to see what is capable. They've already stopped it. This is not a conspiracy. It is utter madness. Be proactive about your air quality. Protect your plants. Keep them healthy. Talk to them. Nurture them. Your animals, your pets, even those you partake of. Show some respect. Show respect. Do you like your own behavior? Do you like how you feel? If the answer is yes, keep going. You're going in the right direction. If you know deep down inside of you, a change is necessary, do so, knowing the only way to achieve your dream is to allow yourself sometimes to step out of your own comfort zone and be who you are meant to be. We would like to conduct an experiment as Golden Seers. We ask you to consciously look at a stranger every day and honor them as a creation of God. Look them in the eye. See the amazing creation they are. Smile at them. Acknowledge them. Take the time to unite all hearts as one creation. This is for those of you who question often what your purpose is, why you have not found true love, why you feel alone. If every person who asks this question could meet another person who asks the same question, there would be no question. So gather together. Enjoy one another. There's no need to be alone unless it's necessary. Tonight when you sleep, prepare your sacred space. Lay on clean bedding. Fluff all around you if necessary. Make sure the air you breathe is comfortable. Surround yourself and your bed with items that are part of your dream. Don't stick it in the kitchen, even though it has worked for some. Don't you want to wake up and see your dreams? Put it where you can see it. And some of you, when you wake up, will see there are items missing from your dreams because the dream is true already. And you will ask yourself, how did this happen? I was dreaming of this, it happened overnight. It's because you saw your dreams, you created your dreams, you embraced your dreams, and you help others with their dreams. Help others with their dreams. Recognize others with their dreams. Also look under your bed. Too many people have too much energy trapped underneath that bed. You see, when you are fucking, you are pushing the energy underneath your bed. If you are just fucking, if you are making love, the energy expands into a beautiful light. Fucking is when it is mindless, selfish and only produces one thing. It does not unite the heart. It relieves an organ. This is why you piss also. Do not embrace one another without gratitude. 88% of your illness could be softened by truly being grateful for one another. Share your excess. Many strawberries out there. Share your strawberries. But for those of you who feel that you must hold on to everything, do so. Do so. Hold on to it enjoy it, protect it, treasure it for yourself if necessary. But it's always fun to share grapes. It's always fun to have a cup of tea and share it with someone. In clear intention, live your story like you do your dream. Live your lives away from others' nightmares. Are we waiting for Andre?
Yes, hello, welcome back. Well, we are finished with the channeling.
Oh.
Yes, so you can wrap up. We have lost Andre.
What do you mean we lost Andre?
We lost the connection, but there's plan B.
Is he gonna be okay? Is it gonna be alright?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay. So let's wrap it up with.
Oh, the Divine said that the group that was present needed to hear that what was pre-recorded. It was important for those who were in the audience.
Okay.
And that this was to give them an opportunity to see me live. But the Divine beings are there. They're working really hard. And they're working hard on all of us sitting here too. There's a lot of them. When they're working on us, it's not without our permission. It's actually that we have given them permission by being here. But they are not here to hurt us or harm us in any way, shape, or form, but to infuse us with more abilities. More abilities. It's like having a second cup of good juice. Make sure she gets mango tonight. Thank you. And we are out.
Thank you.
We are grateful.